We just heard the gospel story of Christmas, part 2. The part 1 was the story of the gospel from St. Luke, which was read during Christmas, wherein there were shepherds and angels welcoming the birth of Jesus. The gospel we read today from Matthew tells the story of the three kings, the star guiding them to find Jesus. So this part 2 Christmas story is important message for all of us. And you may notice us here at the altar. We're looking, where are the three kings? Finally, our deacon and our altar server here found them somewhere over there. And we just brought them in one side of the altar over here. We come up with a kind of a good combination of the statues of our nativity set in the altar. But ordinarily, they are separate stories that highlights the message of the coming of Jesus. The first one, that Jesus, when he came, he was not accepted by his own people. Only the shepherds, the poor, they were the one who welcomed the baby Jesus into this world. The gospel from Matthew tells us the beauty of the star that guided the three kings or three wise men that led to find Jesus. This too is important to reveal the message that in Jesus, though his coming was an intention for him to reveal to the whole world the message of salvation. That peace is for the whole world, not just for anyone, maybe poor or rich, but everyone in the world has to experience the presence or the loving presence of God in our lives. I was telling you the other day that we have a unique decoration in the altar because the shepherds are hidden between the flowers. Now this time, they're still there, but the kings were supposed to be highlighted in the midst of all this. Hopefully in time we will be able to develop the real significance of a nativity set, separate in its meaning, especially for today, the Epiphany, the three kings should be highlighted. Over and above it all, brothers and sisters, is the challenge for every one of us to welcome Jesus into our lives because he wants to bring peace. It's a gift from God, but it takes a heart and a mind that receives the presence of God's grace in our lives. God will not force his way to make us holy people. He could only provide opportunities of grace for us. Just as you decided to get married, you look at your husband, he is the guy. God's gift to me to bring a happy family. I will love him. And same thing for a husband to look at his wife, that she is a gift to me so that we could build a home, a family that believes in God. Brothers and sisters, today on this feast of the Epiphany, let us continually trust God's will for all of us, that He wants peace, and He wants at the same time our sense of responsibility to welcome this grace in our lives. Today, it is our prayer for our parish community, for the whole church, really for the whole world, that as we go on with this new year, everyone would be open to do something to bring peace and goodwill and healing in the world. Many have been tired already, especially of this pandemic, but we just want to pray for one another that we will not give up. Still believe that we can do something in our own level of responsibility to protect ourselves. To protect ourselves. And it is important that we can proclaim peace, good health, and material blessings to one another in this new year, 2022. Amen.